Anybody home? Hi, everybody. How you doing? It's me, Nancy, with Nancy's Hooked on Crochet. I'm overdue for a video. I cooked dinner, and now I'm here. Hopefully, some people will come on. What are you all crocheting today? I've been crocheting today. Whoop. Whoop, somebody's in the room. Wait, I gotta fix the comments. I couldn't see them. Hey, Debbie. Hi, Kim. How you doing? I'm trying to fix the comments here. I'm looking at my phone and I'm seeing it. Oh, there it is. It just showed up. It's delayed, you know. It's delayed. I finished cooking, so now I'm, that's all. Whoops. Anyway, been a busy day. I haven't been on live for a while, so I was overdue. What you all doing? Can't decide what to make, so I've been making washcloths. Lurking and driving at a red light. Yeah, today I finally figured out how to get this, you know, the sound to come through my radio. Hey, Janet, how you doing? She says, hi, Nancy and everyone. I've been watching you for a while now, never get the opportunity to say hello. Well, hello. Where you all from? And hey, Lou, how you doing? She's working on her plawn bedroll. Oh, I know what that is. That's like you take the bags from like Walmart and you cut them up and then you turn them into yarn. I don't have a desire to do that. I got enough regular yarn. That must be, is that hard to work with? Yeah, I kind of fixed my husband and I dinner, cleaned up, and I figured I had time to get on a live. Anyway, just been making these star washcloths, and you could keep going and make it into a blanket. I once made a blanket like from one of these 5-point stars. You just keep going round and round, you know. I was hanging out on somebody else's live, on Julie's live. This one came out good. It's just, you know, variegated. I like it. And I give the baby a bath when he comes over tomorrow. Maybe he'll like that. He doesn't like when he gets his hair washed and you got to pour the water over his head. You like these colors? I don't know. It just was in my stash. I'm not sure when I got it. I have plenty of cotton yarn. Then I was taking scraps and I was, you know, trying to just make washcloths. I started some circles. They're over there. And that's all. I think I showed my blanket in other people's live. Oh, you like my glasses, Tina? Thank you. I got them at Walmart. And they work good. Eventually, I have to go get another exam. I don't know how often you go to get your eyes checked. They wanted to give me an appointment not that long ago. I guess it was 2 years. So I made the little lovey to go with this blanket that I made. But this is just a granny square. You know, have you ever seen this before? I know Debbie has. Oh, you're from New York too? I'm from Brooklyn, Janet. You just take a hair tie, one without the metal on it. Then you crochet around it and then you can make a lovey. if you don't know how to crochet the little head, you know. His head's a little big. And I bought this stuffed animal at Walmart. It's on clearance. I bought some for half off and some I got for 75% off. He came out cute. Got a collection now. Whoops. This is what I made recently. Oh, so Janet says she's making placemats now to go with dishcloths I made. She likes mine too. Yeah. I made a rectangular one too. Came out good. They said it was the blanket stitch. I used to make a lot of washcloths when I first started crocheting. Oh, let me fold this up. So I did make a bunch of blankets recently. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm making next as far as like a bigger project. You like the lovies? Yeah, it wasn't my idea. Some Rose with Rose Likes Crochet made some and somebody else told her about it. Yeah, the throw could be a baby blanket or just a lap blanket. It's 36 inches square, you know. And I made some rectangle blankets recently. That's all. I did visit I visited Michael's today, but I was good. I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy any yarn. I did buy some needles because I keep misplacing the needles to sew in the ends. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie says the blanket's so beautiful. Yeah, so I would have taken some video at Michael's, but they had the music on so loud in the yarn section. They must know that we go to the yarn section and take videos and talk about it, you know? So they had something new called ripple cakes. Here, wait a second. It's not showing me all the messages. Anyway, these are ripple cakes, and I think they're cotton. I don't know if you could see it. I don't know what Lou was talking about. Yeah, well, the plastic bag is to keep the moths out of there, you know? I reuse them all the time. And it's a number 3 yarn. They had all kind of pretty colors. Don't ask me the names though. I just took a few pictures. And they had some yarn for $1, but I didn't need it. But it was nicer than the yarn that they have at the, 1 second. See if I can find it. I'm not sure what it is. Let's see. I guess every store is different. They had a bunch of this yarn. They were bigger than the yarn at the Dollar Tree, and they were $1. They were all like stripy looking or variegated, you know. Hi, Bonnie. How you doing? Bonnie knits. I just started to learn how to knit, Bonnie. It's slow going. Yeah. Well, this Michael's by me, mine closed and they opened a new one recently. So it just opened. It was the first time I went in there. And they had a bunch of the scrubby yarn. You can't really tell by the picture, for $1. And I don't need that, so I didn't buy any. I guess they're always coming out with new variations of colors to get you to buy more, you know. Makes you want to buy the latest thing. Then they had a bunch of baby cakes there. I don't know. You could see it. Not the best way to show it. And I don't even know what this is. They had all these little cakes. These were 7 Echo Brights. $7.99, you know, without any discount. Supposedly, if you're over a certain age, you could get an extra 10% besides the 20% coupon. So she made like I had to do something in my app, and I couldn't figure it out, so I have to figure it out. Some lady told me about it. I was talking to somebody. They had a whole display of those little, these are those little things where you can make a hat. Oh, what is going on? You see the has like the little stuffed animal? It was full, like not one person bought one, and there was no price on it. So, like I said, I need to learn how to do like a voiceover, like take a video in the store, even though there's music, and then just edit it. That's what I have to do. Here, I made something fun. Came out okay. It's supposed to be a coaster. It's supposed to be a cat, but I made my own eyes because I didn't have any of those eyes. Oh, so Bonnie crochets and she knits. Yeah, so I did knit a washcloth, and I knitted a cowl, but it was supposed to be a scarf, but I was running out of yarn and it got too wide, so I turned it into a cowl. But I'm still having trouble with the pearls. Like I was learning continental and could do the continental, but with the knitting was fine. But I don't know. If I just knit stitch for a while, maybe. So what do you think of this? Anybody home? Anyway, so I followed a tutorial now. I can't remember who it was, but you had to have pink yarn for the BUTT. Okay, well, I tried to do it from the car and it wasn't working, so I'll try it again later. It's not my favorite place to buy yarn though. And like I said, I bought too much last month, so I'm gonna get through February without buying any. I got to use some of this stuff, you know. That's all. I mean, I didn't do a washcloth in a long time. Thanks. It's cute, but I don't know if I'd make another one. She showed you how to Mod Podge it, so like stiffen it up, which probably needs it, you know. Otherwise, you know, it's for laying down on the table. She said some people put the name of their pet on there and stuff. And, you know, I just took yarn and made the eyes, and I put a little thing you can hardly see it though, like for the nose or whatever. Not bad for, came out cute. So what are we all doing? Anybody want to show off their work? I put up the link if anybody wants to come up and hang out. Yeah, I made it out of cotton, except for the eyes were in cotton. This is all cotton. I had a little bit of, it was like a pink and white yarn I used. This one's cotton. And all these are cotton. Some of them were not 100% cotton. One of the, here, this one. This was from Hobby Lobby with the clearance. It was like, you know, it was nice to work with. Well, this is the right side. You know, I just let the colors change on their own. So Debbie says she's having a lazy day. You're staying warm, Debbie, over there in Alaska? Yeah, it was pretty warm here. It was warm here today. It wasn't cold. Oop. Oh, let me see. Nobody wants to come out, hang out? Okay. So we got 11 people in the house. So Janet told me what she's making. Anybody else want to tell me what they're making? Yeah, I followed Janet. I followed a tutorial, and I'll put it below later after the video, after the live is done, if you want to go check it out. But I once made a blanket. It was basically the same exact pattern. That was from the Crochet Crowd, and it was a baby blanket in a star. But you just only do like 7 rounds, and you got a washcloth. So I just didn't keep. If you keep going, this could be a blanket. Oh, you're doing prayer blankets. So I guess you pray while you're making the blanket. I do that sometimes. You know, you donate the blankets, I guess, or it's for whoever you give it to. It has the prayers, which is good. So I don't usually crochet while I talk. Yes, nice, Debbie. Yeah, well, I like mosaic crochet. I did a big blanket once, and I made a scarf for my son in the Apache Tears. It was a gray and black scarf, and I used it, like you end up with the strings. So I made it the long way, and then all the strings were just at the 2 ends, and I made it long enough to be for him. And then I added more tassels, and he likes it. He wears it too. I mailed it to New York because he's in New York, you know. So anybody want to come up and show me their work? So what else can I show you? Show and tell is here. Okay. I thought these were cute. I was in, wait. I was thinking about turning these into stitch markers. Right, that's good. So I bought these earrings one day for $1, and I was thinking I could take the tassels and make stitch markers out of them, but I haven't. I've made stitch markers before, just haven't made any lately. Wait, Janet says, I also just finished 2 blankets for the grandkids. It was their request, and I also just finished pajamas, adoring crochet pocket shawl. You mean Pamela, not pajamas. Pamela, not pajamas. I know, I get it. Yeah, I made one pocket shawl, but I live in South Florida, so, like it gets really, really hot here. So I use shawls at church sometimes. Sometimes I'll bring them in the store. Sometimes they keep the air conditioning on so high that my shawls aren't even warm enough. And I've made ponchos. And I just made a big blanket for my grandson. He's 3, I'll go like almost 3.5 now. I'm expecting another grandson soon. So I made him some stuff. And then I made one as a gift. So do you all go to Joann's? I haven't been there in a while. I had gotten the calendar and don't really, so I don't think I'll be using the coupon this month, maybe. Oh yeah, I made it the long way, Debbie. This way. I do have a picture of it here somewhere. Tammy, hi Tammy Cook, says, just popped in on TV before the meds kick in. Okay, what does that mean? I'm listening. That's okay, you can listen. Hi to all in the chat. So do you like the shawls, Janet, that aren't too big? Because like I have a shawl here I made a while ago. I'm overdue to make another shawl maybe. I got this wool. I made this a while ago. So I like them on the big side, but you can just wear them around your neck. Hi Carla, how you doing? Where you? And Sherry. Yeah, that's what it is in Florida. I'm in South Florida, so They usually, you know, turn the air conditioning up a lot, especially with the what's going on. They really want to keep us cold. They don't want any germs. Thanks, Janet. Oh, I hit the button for some reason. Where did it go? Let's see. You mean like this, Janet? Like when you take it and you... I mean, you could make it smaller, like you wear it this way. This I made a while ago. Let's see. Who are you saying hi to, Debbie? Hi, Cynthia. How are you today? What do you make? So what's on everybody's hook? What's in your cup, as they say? And what kind of yarn are you using? You have a favorite yarn? I just made a bunch of wash. I just finished a project. I'm choking myself. I just finished a blanket the other day. Thank you. That's Virus Meets Granny, Fiber Spider. Trying to see which way is the front and which way is the back. This was Which Way Filet. It's peach. I got to put another light on. See? You start in the middle, and then he makes the magic happen. And then before you know it, you're going in different directions. It was easier than it looks. Okay, so Cynthia says she's finished her 6-foot corner to corner and she's doing a granny square afghan. Yeah, I made that. It's supposed to be a box stitch or what is it? Crochet Crowd calls it a modern granny blanket. I made a few of those. Oh, you wanted to, are you going to do a grafgan? Oh yeah, I never did a grafgan. I'm not that advanced. No, Janet, it's not hard at all. It's really easy. I just followed the tutorial and then it has a 2-row repeat. So if you get the repeat, thank you, Cynthia. If you get the repeat, it just keeps, you just keep making it bigger. I made a mistake once and had to pull out like 2 rows. So yeah, and I did a little shelled border. I got it the wrong way. See? I just did like single crochet all the way around, and then I did V stitches, and then I did the shell into the V stitches. So it wasn't too hard. So that was the first time doing this. So like, you know, sometimes I'll do 2 or 3 of something, and then I want to go try something else. You love the corner to corner, Carla? So anybody want to come up and show us what they're making, or you're shy? Yeah, I like his tutorials. I've followed a lot of people's tutorials, but I've done quite a few of his. Done his pineapple shawl and which one? Okay, so maybe you'll do the Which Way Filet. But he does recommend you use solid yarn to, you know, to get the good effect, you know. Solid yarn looks better in that Which Way Filet. Some, like I've done the called the Midwife blanket. That one looks good also in the Which Way Filet. In the solid. I made one with the butterfly in it too. But I think I followed somebody else's tutorial for that. I did a lot of his hats this year. I made my son's hats and sent them hats. And I did some of Bagel Day's hats. I did some of her tutorials also. You know, I'm better at tutorials than I am at reading patterns. But if it's an easy pattern, I could, especially if I have both, I could go back and forth. You know. Let's see. It says we have 12 people in house. Oh, Sherry says I'm a truck driver, so don't get to crochet as much as I would like. Kind of like Dana from Wanderlust Crochet, huh, Sherry? Too tired most of the time. Yeah, I don't know how you do it, because I've driven from New York to North Carolina and back many times, but I usually did it in 2 days because I get tired or my legs hurt. Yeah, there's more than one version of the called the midwife blanket. I made one with butterflies. There's a dragonfly. Then there's one that has like a little flower. Then there's one with a like a puff cross and it looks kind of like that. Yeah, I'm a visual learner too. I mean, I'm hoping eventually I'll get better at reading the patterns. I've actually did a shawl once. I think it was the Lost in Time. There was a tutorial, but it wasn't in English. So I actually was able to follow it. I think it depends on how difficult it is. You know, if it's like repeat is easy, kind of, you know. Sometimes it's too difficult to follow along. Kind of like if the whole line is the same, you know. Yeah, I've been looking at a few different things. I just haven't been motivated. So I just figured let me use up some of this cotton yarn and do some washcloths, you know. That's all. I was in somebody's live and they were teaching somebody to crochet. Yeah, I like easy repeats. I mean, I don't even mind if it's like, oh, you chat a lot with Dana, Georgia to California in 2 days. Oh, you team up with your husband? Oh, oh, that's cute. That's sweet. Yeah, I don't even like driving in the car with my husband. He's a backseat driver, you know. I'm not really losing my Projo. I'm just, like I said, I'm just doing some washcloths because I haven't done any in a long time. That's what I'll do once in a while. I'll do something easy for a couple of days until I find something I really want to do. I don't want to just start something. I could do another blanket of that one, you know. I have probably have plenty of solid yarn, you know. I could do another one. I'm not sure I want to though. But I did like 3 of that modern granny blanket. Here, I'll show you a picture. I don't have it in the room here. One was gifted and I'm saving. One's really big. And I made it for my grandson because he's going to get a big boy bed eventually. He's going to get a brother. So eventually he's going to get his big boy bed. 1 second. Take a lot of pictures of the grandbaby. So. I do have a group if anybody's interested. It's a little quiet at the moment, but we're getting more people all the time, you know. Looking for the. Here, I made this one and I think I liked it so much I decided to keep it for my new grandbaby. See, and I made a lovey for it. Probably would look better if I showed you the real one, but it's in the closet in the other room, in a bag. Oh, the variegated yarn is, believe it or not, I found this yarn at the Salvation Army. It's called Party Time Chunky. James C. Brett, which I never heard of, but I think it's something in England. Hey, Jeanette, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Somebody asked me what kind of yarn this was. So this is yarn that I found at the Salvation Army. I think I paid $1 a skein. Yeah, the lovey, there's a tutorial for it. Zelzer RJ3. But I also made one to match that blanket. Like she did just I did a granny one. See? This is a regular granny stitch. Oh, Jeanette has a tutorial for this too. She has her own version of it. But I made the modern granny blanket, and I made the stitch a little different on the other one. Thanks. So I kept buying yarn on clearance. So now I'm trying not to buy any for a while. I just want to try to use up, crochet more, shop less. I have plenty of what to work with. I use some of this, but I still haven't used my paint box. See? I found that at the Salvation Army too. Don't ask me how I found it. I was just lucky. Oh, here, I got a new friend, a mascot. Debbie, you still there? I got myself a llama. I found it at the Walmart on clearance. Thank you. Yeah, but Jeanette from DIY Creations, she also has a tutorial for she calls them skirts. I watched a little of her tutorial too. She has a little tutorial also for those lovey things. So you could check hers out also. Yeah, he's cute. I guess it's a she. She's got some kind of wings. I left the tag on there. Anyway, after the holiday, you got to run to Walmart the day after the Valentine's and the day after Easter. Yeah, I remembered. I saw it and I was watching it one day. But I tweaked it. I tweaked the other girl's tutorial and I made the modern granny lovey. Came out really matched the blanket. Yeah, I don't have the blanket in the room here. See, came out nice. I actually added some dark blue on the end after that picture was taken. It looks better now. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do next. I did a lot of hats in the last 6 months for the kids. I made a bunch of berets recently. And I sent one to my daughter. I have a new daughter-in-law. My youngest son got married on Zoom. And I would have liked to have been there, but I think I can't go back right away, or I have to get tested. I don't know. It was going to be a whole ordeal, and they were limiting how many people you could have in your house in New York. So I don't know. They were going to have nobody in the apartment, and they got married with the pastor on the iPad. But they did have some people in the apartment. We watched it. There's going to be a video eventually. I don't think he's going to let me share it with everybody, though. But I did cash in on the Christmas yarn at Walmart last month. See? The 64-cent yarn. Like Walmart had, I don't know, the Christmas yarn was definitely on clearance, but there were a bunch of other yarns that were marked down that low. It might have been a mistake. After I bought it, they said maybe it was a mistake, Here, I'll show you I'm trying to find the picture. See, my son got married. She's a very lovely young lady. And he grew up really quickly. It was amazing. So, Carla, what are you saying? You want to know what I'm making? I haven't decided what I'm making with that. I did have a blanket that I made with some of this yarn. I had some with blues and yellows. I'll show you. I don't have the blankets in a bag in the closet. I have that's the problem. First you store the yarn. Then after you make things, if you don't gift it right away, thank you. It's a month already. And if you don't, gift it right away and you're trying to sell it and you're storing it, So like I have stuff in the, but that's for my baby. I have a grandbaby coming. She just got the date for when the baby is going to be delivered. She's going to have another C-section. This is the daughter-in-law here. I have two daughter-in-laws. So I waited all these years to have girls, you know? I got daughter-in-laws. Let's see, 1 minute. I'm going to find it for you. This, I think, was a 12-star blanket. And I used some of that yarn in this blanket, only in like with blues and yellows. The wind was blowing it a little bit. You could see it better here, I think. See? Oh, that's nice. So you took some blankets to the Valentine's Day for the veterans? Yeah, I'd like to be able to find, like, we have, with the church I go to, they do Operation Christmas Child. And 1 year I made a lot of washcloths, and they put that in. I have 3, so Bonnie has 4 adult sons. I have 3 sons. And I made a different star blanket a while back. I mean, if you ever looked at any of my other videos, you might have seen it. Let me look for it. Let's see. Give me a minute. I gifted it to somebody in New York. It's just like my washcloth. Don't I look funny? Oh, this is the 5-point star blanket. Let's see. What else did I make? I don't know. I made a few of these. These are easy and they work up fast. So I did follow Fiber Spider, but I followed somebody else for the, this is, I'm on Instagram. So you could find me there. Anyway, this was like a light green color. I gave it to my friend's daughter. I went to a baby shower like around the summer. Her baby just turned 6 months already. Time flies, you know? Thank you. And I did make a pocket shawl. I didn't really, I sort of started to follow somebody's tutorial. I think I just did my own thing. But I had trouble putting the pockets on straight. So I wouldn't even sell it because it's like the pockets aren't exactly perfectly straight, you know. And I use scarfy yarn, and I got to do another giveaway soon. I'm overdue because I did hit the 1,000 recently, but I had just made a giveaway like for the 800, and I don't know. Then I kind of skipped 900, like before I gave away the gift. What's funny, Debbie? I'm showing pictures from my phone. But anybody want to come up and hang out? I think the thing disappeared probably. Anybody brave? And I did try my, oh, here's my mosaic. Well, this isn't the scarf. This is the blanket that I made. Right. Tina, you know, Tina, her name is too hard to say. There's other videos where I put the link for how to learn how to do this. And it looks harder than what it is, you know? Yeah, that's my Instagram. I put the green shawl. I like that shawl. That was from Fiber Spider too. I mean, I saw somebody else made that shawl and it just looked so much nicer than his preview of the video. And it was pretty easy also. I might do another one of those. I have a bunch of kind of like, I have a bunch of shawl in the ball. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, that took me 6 weeks to make. And did take a couple of days off to make a baby blanket in between. Let's see. Somewhere I have a picture of the scarf, but not here. Yeah, so I live in Florida, so I don't really need big giant blankets. My grandson loves my blankets. He actually tried to take my mosaic blanket and run off with it one day when he came over. Good thing I had another little blanket in the bedroom. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, I should be doing more videos, I guess. You know, I'm trying to get some things done. I have what to talk about, you know. But I did a couple of sweaters, you know. I bought some when Hobby Lobby had the clearance, I bought a bunch of thinner yarns so I could make a sweater, but I haven't been motivated to make one. I did find Hey Carrie has a lot of nice tutorials, and then she has patterns on her blog that you could follow along, and I really liked it. You know, here I made this one. I don't know if you could see it, but I used that comfy cotton, and it's like a multicolor, and it's hard to see the stitch. It's in the other room. Okay, Sherry. So, yeah, it's hard. I think I should have made that sweater in a salad also. Some things just look better not in variegated. I like the way knitting looks on with variegated yarn. You're working on a granny square top? Yeah, I guess I'm overdue to do that. I saw a tutorial the other day. It was really interesting, and I don't remember the name of the person. I think I told Debbie about it. It was like she took 3 granny squares and she put it with the point down, and then she attached the other 2 squares, and then she did like a rib border, and it looked really nice. I mean, I could wear that to church. You know, I don't have to. I have a lot of chunky yarn that I got at Michael's recently. Oh, you think you found me from Ginger from those 5:30 in the morning lives? Yeah, there was a lot of yarn throwing going on. Yeah. What else? Yeah, so are you going to make what kind of sleeves, Jeanette, are you making on your granny square top? Are you going to put short sleeves or long sleeves? Yeah, I'm trying to stay on longer today, but you could come up and hang out with me, Granny D, if you want. Nobody else wants to come. You know, it's never a good time. Half the time I think about going on, other people I know are going on, and I kind of don't really want to go on when they're on. Or I got the baby here. Hi, Sparkle. I'm sorry I forgot your name, but I'm so happy to see you here today. We have 12 people in the house. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm thinking about, I have a lot of ideas, but I'm just, are you thinking about making long sleeves? But you probably live where it's colder, you know what I mean? I'm in Florida. It's been like in the 80s here while everybody else is freezing. So I can't really wear it out unless we get a cool day or something. I could wear it to church. I could wear it to church. I wore that to church one time, that sweater I made. And then I made a short sleeve one. And I took the mandala cake and I broke it up. Oh, so Cynthia says she's seen the granny top with half sleeves shaped like stars. Then fold them funny, and it has a left and mirror for the right. I don't know. I have to see that. It was Hey Carrie was the name of the YouTube channel. HEY space CARRIE. And then she's got a lot of tutorials, and then she has a blog where you can follow along, or you could buy her PDF patterns. Oh, so you're in Chicago. So yeah, it's the Windy City. I'm from New York City, so I had plenty of years with snow and ice and slush and cold. I remember I used to work near the World Trade Center before I had my kids, and the wind be blowing me from the train station to the office on West Broadway. Long, long time ago. you know. So Carla says she's running back and forth and spray painting tumblers. That's interesting. Yeah, a lot of people do a lot of different, you know, crafty things. I did like painting at my church. Like once a month, we have like a little ladies gathering, and we did a craft. And we did a craft, and I did a painting. But they kind of gave you the painting, and they helped you stencil part of it out. It's up really high, but it, you know, hold on, I'll go get it. You might like it. I can't paint as good as my sister. Hey, Kim, how you doing? Good to see you here. Anyway, so I made this at the church last month, and tomorrow night we're having a Valentine's women's fellowship, and we usually do a craft. So like they're ordering in the food. So they're ordering in the food, and then, you know, somebody decides what craft we're all going to do. And, you know, they ask for donations. Oh, I see Granny, but I didn't see her. Sorry.
It's okay. I just got here.
Oh, okay. I was worried that maybe you were sitting down there for a while.
Is my sound okay? I'm not echoing, huh?
You're good. You're not echoing. Not too. How's it going?
What's up, chick?
I've been so busy lately.
I thought maybe I'd been missing you.
But if I haven't been in your live, it's because I haven't been home.
It's okay.
Because, you know, I babysit
everybody to be there all the time. Like I said, I figured I'd been missing you. But you said you'd been keeping your baby, so.
Yeah, well, I had yesterday I finally was able to be in Veronica's Blingo because I didn't babysit yesterday. I babysat Saturday instead. Me and the other grandma swapped days.
I've been picking some crappy numbers for Blingo. I finally got 2.
I got 3. I purposely picked numbers I wouldn't pick, thinking those will come up.
Well, I stay with the same numbers for weeks. I figure it's got to come up sometime, but not necessarily. But it's fun anyway.
Yeah.
She makes it fun.
So the naughty Canuck says, hi, Nancy, and co-host Granny D.
Hey, when I'm up here, I don't see the chat.
I don't know what your first name is. I got to try to remember all these names.
I don't think I've ever known who the naughty Canuck. Maybe.
Well, I've seen her in other lives today.
Oh, yeah, I see her all the time. But
I think I've seen her in Dana's live, maybe. I was in Ursula's live this morning. I woke up really early.
I woke up so early, 5-something.
Me too. I got up for the little girls' room.
Go back to sleep. So I just went ahead and got up. Well, then I tried to go to everybody's live, Ursula's, and fell asleep. Then I went to Dana's, fell asleep.
I didn't fall back to sleep.
Fell asleep.
I didn't fall back to sleep, but I had a headache this morning.
And it's not that any of those people are boring. Totally the contrary. I just sit in this chair, put my feet up, get something in my hand, and I'm gone.
Yeah, I hear you. Oh, Sharon likes my painting. I did another painting a different time there.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't come out as good.
Did you make a video about a painting? And somebody mentioned something about your painting and something else.
Well, no, I just showed. This is something I did at church last month.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I saw that.
So it says,
love it.
But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness.
I love it.
Faithfulness, gentleness. It was hard. We used magic marker on this part.
Oh, really?
This one came out better than my other one that I have.
That is frame worthy. I like that.
Yeah, I need to hang it up. I had it on a little shelf.
Yeah, I'd put it up.
I have another one I did. So Jeanette's saying, Granny D, you won Jeannie's giveaway?
I know. She had 6.
Jeannie who?
Butterfly Dreams Creation with Jeannie. She's
cool. You've been very lucky.
Where does she live? Arkansas, maybe? But anyway, yeah, I was the first one she picked, but that means I was the sixth winner. She did kind of like from the bottom up. And then she called Teresa Patton, that I call Sissy. She called her next. And then it was like a whole, I think I knew everybody that she called. And the first, we're not real sure what we want on her giveaway. It's kind of like mine. I didn't have the stuff to show people because I hadn't got around to getting it all together. But
I got to do that.
that's
I
not
have
the
to
way.
do one.
That's not why she just wanted to surprise people. But she showed some things. I think some of us are getting that pattern for Z's cup or no water bottle cozy that she had on Darn Good Yarn.
Okay.
I think she said Jeannie said she bought 4 of those patterns and the yarn that, to make it with. So some of us will get that. And then she had 2 those bobbin yarns.
Oh, I have some of that.
Yeah. She had 2 of those in the Cherry Jubilee. And so we don't know who's winning that. But the grand prize winner was Priscilla from Distinctive Crochet.
Oh,
and
I know.
She won a set of tulips.
Ooh.
Nice.
I like my Susan Bates. I don't know how tulip is.
I love tulips, but I love clovers. I love my furls. I really haven't met one I don't like except the Lion brand. I wasn't too crazy about, but V said she liked them. Maybe I need to give them another chance.
I went crazy buying knitting needles, but I don't know. I had started a washcloth again, and then I didn't like it, so I ripped it out and made that. I made a bunch of these star washcloths.
I'm starting one of these crochet, but I think I got to take this out. I don't think I have the corners right.
I don't know.
Those magic ones that fold. Oh, I love that. That is pretty. Pretty. Yeah.
I was using my scraps, so I kept changing the color every row.
Like it. But this is supposed to, make a
I didn't put them. I made a few.
This is dollar store cotton. I got a bunch of the greens and green and white.
I got purple and blue. It
for
looks like
St. Patty's Day or whatever.
I must have pulled off the thing.
And
I got
a baby blanket I'm making for Mama Swift's baby. I need to stay focused on that.
I got a baby coming too, You
do?
You don't have to make my baby a blanket.
It would take me forever. I told Mama Swift, I said, I hope I get this done before she goes to college.
Well, knitting takes so much longer.
This is just a small, like a receiving size that I should have already had it done.
It's good for the car seat, maybe. Or like a little seat.
Just a little security blanket or something, maybe.
Yeah. Well, we just got the date because my daughter-in-law is going to have a C-section again. So she's June 7th. So unless she goes into labor.
She just has one other now?
Yeah, she have one other. It's going to be another boy. So he'll have a little brother.
No. Are they happy about that?
Yeah, they're happy. They won't have to buy as much stuff.
They're going to keep going till they get a girl, or you don't know?
Sherry, what are you talking about? Your video for the spool organization video? What spool organization? What is she talking about?
I don't know. Not seeing the chat.
It's in the chat.
Let me look.
I'm a little confused, Sherry. Whose video? Did you do a spool organization?
Hey to everybody in the chat. Hey. Your video for the spool organization video was getting spammed. I reported them. So
Kim Spool? Oh.
She said she's talking to Kim.
Oh, Kim from Affordably Crafty? Oh, okay. We were talking about that spool, the yarn that comes on the spools, and I said I had some, so I was confused.
Oh, I know that Kim likes those antique spools, like the wooden ones.
Oh, the ones where you wind up the yarn? Oh, okay. I hope troublemakers. I guess you made the big time, Kim, since people are spamming.
Oh,
You
no.
know.
I hate when, oh my gosh. I hadn't been on Instagram much because, oh my gosh, I get hacked every time I turn around. It seems like.
I've gotten weird comments. Like sometimes they get caught and then they don't actually go where you could see them, but I could see them on the
And then
other app, the app on my phone.
it's like everybody reports them and it just keeps happening.
Yeah, they don't do anything.
And
Hi, Ellie.
when that happens, then everybody and his brother and his mother, gets up with you to see if it's you or not, which you can't blame them for that. But it's like, oh my Lord. So then you have to do a video and say, it's not me. Or put a post up, whatever.
Hi, Kyle. Yeah, well.
Howdy to everybody.
I've had some weird comments, a couple of not nice comments, but not for a long time. But be on the lookout. Soon I got to do a giveaway. I have to decide what I'm going to give.
I want to do a lot of giveaways this year, even if it's just some little happy mails too, because I just got to get rid of some of my stash. It's overtaken.
Well, so far this month, I haven't bought any more yarn. I bought enough in January for the next 6 months.
Just because, I want to. I've got such good yarny people out there.
Yeah, it's good.
Got plenty
it's the
to
postage.
share with.
If the postage wasn't so expensive,
Well, that's what do you get a YT check?
What?
Do you get a check yet? Are you monetized?
I don't have enough hours.
I usually get a check I think it's on the 21st. I looked back and it was on the 21st last time and I didn't get one today, but maybe it'll be hopefully tomorrow. I'm supposed to get one. Oh, well.
Oh, I don't know how that works.
Anyway,
my husband's monetized.
I don't know. Money I'm trying to put aside for postage costs. My 3K is going to be pretty hefty, and somebody out of the country wins it. That'll be a lot. I know I sent something to Sweden one time, and it was not a real big, not a like a small box.
Did I miss anybody? Oh, I didn't see God Rocks. Hi, God Rocks. How you doing? Thanks for coming in.
Hey.
What's her name? Esmeralda?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There used to be a song with Esmeralda.
Box, and it was like $60-some.
What's that?
I mailed a box. It's been before I started my channel to a gal in Sweden. We did a trade, a swap.
Oh.
And it was $63 or so. And then I didn't realize I put, when you have to fill out the documentation forms and stuff when something goes out of the country, you have to put the value of it. So I just put the value of it. And then she ended up having to pay like $40 to get it.
Wow.
So I felt horrible. So I turned around when I could and sent her another box. It was another about that amount. And then I just said it. Well, on the first one, I said it was a gift, but I put the value down. And I think I just put $10 or something the next time. They make you lie. So you won't, the person receiving won't have to pay duties and fees and stuff.
Oh, so Sparkle's name is Pat. Okay, Pat. I have a friend named Pat. I'll try to
That's Pat
remember.
Fraser. And she put her first video up, and I was in Karen's live after my live. I took a little break, then I went to Karen, a yarn addict, and then I found you, so I hadn't got Pat's yet. I'll get there next. She put up her first video.
Yeah, so
exciting.
Yeah, I mean, like I made my first giveaway was just in America, but then I felt bad. So then I was going to do, if you're in another country, then I'll just do a gift card because
That's what most people do, but then I feel bad because, you know, the people in other countries would like to have, you know, like Hobby Lobby yarn and that kind of stuff. So because I'm monetized, I figured I could put that money aside and use it for postage. So that's what I plan to do.
Hi, Pat. How you doing today? What's on everybody's hook? So what are you making, Dee?
I'm just, you know, I've been making those little puff things on my machine. Those little, they look like yo-yos, kind of.
Puff things like
It's kind of
scrubbies?
like a thing to wash your face with.
Okay.
Dana made it in one of her things. She used her little Addy machine.
Okay.
But I'm just trying to use little tiny needles for those that don't have Addies. I was going to do a tutorial on this.
I had bought a knitting machine on clearance, not on clearance, at Salvation Army, but it doesn't work good, so I haven't tried it lately.
Is it one of those Centros or something?
No, it's not. It's junky. Hold on, I'll show it to you.
Some people like Centros, and then other people say they're a pain.
Look.
Yeah.
So it was $3.
What's the brand on it?
Singer.
Oh, okay.
See? Singer.
You would think Singer would be a decent brand.
Yeah, but it's not one that you put this way. It's one you put on this side. So it's harder to, and maybe I just didn't find the correct yarn, because I did make a little hat for a doll that I have.
Sometimes the yarn, you know, even on an Addy, like some yarns don't work at all.
Right, but I only paid $3
for a couple of rounds, but then it'll split and just mess up your machine if you don't
But
stop.
you have an Addy. This is like for a kid, you know?
Yeah.
But it stands up like this.
Does it have anything to bolt it down to a table or anything?
No. It's missing one little thing here. So.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like this. I'm sorry. I
anything like that. That would be cool.
Yeah.
If it worked, right? But it may be the kind of, have you only used it one time? Have you only used it with one yarn?
No, I tried a few yarns. I haven't tried it again lately.
Nothing worked.
It just kept jamming, and I did make something. I'll show you. 1 second.
Okay. Hey to everybody. I'm not ignoring anybody. I just can't see if I see the chat, then I can't see.
I put it on a doll I have.
Well, that's just, not bad. That's cute.
I know, but I didn't have any luck with it again. I kept trying because I found this lady who has a tutorial, and she's from another country. So some of her videos are in English.
Juju?
No, it's another name, and I can't remember it. She speaks another.
Came on Dana's, and Dana's done some of her, like did her tutorials also, and Dana's gonna have her on, like we're doing here, and do a tutorial, right, together or something like that.
And I bought a bunch of looms on like clearance at Walmart a while ago, and I gave one in my last giveaway.
I had a bunch of the round. Well, I had the round ones, some rectangle ones. I gave them all to Teresa. Pat, and I don't know if she uses them or not.
Oh, so God Rock says she has a shawl and a poncho top on her hook.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's like a preemie size. But I have a doll that's wearing it that my mother-in-law gave me.
The small Addy
I think this was
like 22 pegs. It makes like
this is Red Heart Super Saver.
Yeah.
You know. But she was showing how to make a little doll on it.
Covers.
Huh?
I said they almost are so tiny they look like golf club covers.
Well, my daughter-in-law said the baby looks like it's going to be big again, like her last baby.
Yeah.
Sharon says she's knitting a bar cloth with feather and fan stitch as I watched. It's cool. I don't even want to crochet when I'm on here.
It's pretty. I've never done crochet feather and fan.
Ellie says that she sent 3 wool fleeces to a lady and it took an entire month to get there. Well, it must have been somewhere far away. Let's see.
Yeah,
Am
the
I
mail's
missing anything?
crazy.
Yeah, Sharon said she's got a new great grandbaby on the way.
Does.
Yeah, our kids started, I could have older grandkids. They just didn't start that young,
Yeah.
They're married like 12
My
years.
oldest is 13. She was 13 in September.
Yeah, well, my oldest son just turned 38.
I'll be 62 if I live to my birthday next month.
Oh, you'll be 62 first. I'll be 62 this year too.
Yeah. And
Not getting any younger.
I need to just, I keep saying this, the Social Security office. And I was looking for my card today. I can't even find my card, so I have to get it replaced. And don't know where my birth certificate is. I'll have to, you have to run around everywhere. I should have started way, because you can start your paperwork like 4 months before you're 62. And I was going to do it. I'm terrible at stuff like that. I just
So what do you want to collect now instead of later? I have to wait.
Well, who knows if I'll be around, and I need the money now, and it will only be $750, and I don't know if that's what the gross or net or what. You want to wait because it would be more, but then will you be around?
Well, I have to wait because I don't have enough quarters, because I stayed home and didn't work. I took care of the kids, I'll have to get home.
I got so close to full retirement age, and then I just went to heck in a handbasket mentally and physically and every which way. I taught 27.89 years, almost 28 years, and 30 would have been, full benefits. My check's not bad. It's just I've got so many medical bills and stuff.
Yeah, well, we all got bills.
Oh yeah. And in this mobile home, which I'm so blessed to have, so many blessings, but the electric bill's horrible in the wintertime. It's not bad in the summer, but because it's not very well. It's older. It's an 86. It's older, and you feel breezes coming in around the windows and stuff.
So Crocheting with Leanne is in the house. Thanks for coming in, Leanne.
Hey.
How you doing? What you making today? Yeah, got anything on the hook?
Does anybody else want to come up?
Debbie is saying that at 65 they deduct 145 for medical.
Wow.
I never knew that.
I wondered if my YT, because I pretty much get a check every month. Sometimes it's just a little over. You don't get one unless it's a minimum of $100. But it fluctuates with how much it is. Super chats. Oh,
I don't know if anybody didn't see it. I just made a blanket, which way fillet blanket, and I made this to go with it with the same. But it's not
easy to do. Which way fillet?
Yeah, I followed by
it. Hard.
It's easy.
It's really neat looking.
And I made a bunch of stars.
Do you do do it around like a hair?
The rubber band. Thing? That was around.
Okay.
Maybe you didn't see it earlier.
That is beautiful.
You can't see the whole thing. It's okay.
Gorgeous. Love it.
It's easy.
Love it. What yarn did you use?
Oh, it was baby yarn that I got at Hobby Lobby on clearance, but it was thin, number 3 yarn.
It's beautiful.
Except some people don't like, for a baby blanket, some people don't like a blanket with a lot of holes.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it's
not too heavy.
Make a nice shawl or throw Afghan or whatever.
I need to start something soon. I'm just making washcloths for a day or two. just to decide what I want to really make.
Oh my gosh. I
Got to
wish I
use up
could
some of
have
that
so
cotton.
many. I've got so many whips. It's not fun.
Thank you.
Well, they're not all whips. They've got to be UFOs because I can only work on so many things. But
And I got a new friend.
you do? That's great. Oh, how cute.
I don't know. I found it on clearance at
I was
Walmart.
going to say, did you make it?
No, but I stuck my head in the Goodwill today and I saw a
I
crocheted.
started to go, but
I saw, huh?
I started to go. I was close. Well, not that close, but I was started to go, but didn't.
Well, where I live here, I'm really close to the Walmart. I mean, I wouldn't walk there. I wish I could walk to stores. I'm from New York. I like walking places.
My feet and
You know?
legs are so bad.
Well, I went into the Goodwill and I saw a pillow that somebody had made, and it was really pretty. I mean, it looked a little worn, but you know, you could see they did a lot of work. It was like a round pillow, and it was decorative and everything. I think it was like in a peachy color too.
And that makes you kind of sad to see people's
Or maybe
hard
somebody
work.
will buy it. At least it's not in the trash.
Yeah.
I didn't see a price on it, but you know, I don't really have room for that. You know,
I've never found any, a lot of people find really nice yarn or hooks
I
or
found yarn.
needles or stuff. I found some really nice tops there or luggage or different things like that, even shoes, but they wanted to they had like a $2 price tag on some old dirty white like red heart. I don't even think it
My
had a
Goodwill
band.
is overpriced, but I've done okay at the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Daigo, hey Daigo. Daigo says
Hey, sweet
she's
girl.
giving me a virtual hug.
Yeah, she's sweet. She has and I keep forgetting to announce it on my channel. Daigo.
Yeah.
Remind me. She's got a fundraiser going on. And I think the tickets are $2. And Daigo, if I didn't tell you, I'll do another hook for that. One of my polymer clay hooks.
Oh, you're going to give a gift?
Yeah, give a prize.
Prize?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm debating whether to make a shawl because I haven't done one lately. I mean, I could put it up in my shop. So I think I'm going to put up this blanket in my Etsy. I can't say it right. My Etsy shop.
Some people don't. I get tickled. They say Ipsy and everything else.
I was saying it wrong. Etsy.
It's okay.
Practice, practice. Oh, yes. Thank you, Debbie. If you haven't already, can you give me a thumbs up? I can't tell anyway how many thumbs are there. Yeah.
Thummy.
So what else have I been doing?
Let me look at the chat, which means
I went and bought a bunch of little stuffed animals so that I can make loveys. Maybe I can include them with the blanket, like because it doesn't really cost much if you get it on clearance, you know. Maybe they'll to make it a set.
That name, tearing up the back roads. I love that name. It's cute.
Yes, I wonder what her channel's about.
Tearing up the back roads.
Oh, she said this month it's $5 each.
Oh, it
Angela
is?
with Angela's Dragonfly Crochet and
Angela and Angel. Okay.
She needs a spinal stimulator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, dang, I was going to tell Tammy, hey, but she's already gone, I guess.
Oh.
Catch the replay.
Okay.
Hey, Tammy,
sorry.
On the replay. Hey to everybody.
Yeah, so we were talking about Freakin' Frugal. What's her name? I forgot her name. That had the fire, like her skirt went on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching her for a while.
Freaking Frugal.
Yeah,
I have not ever watched her before that. I don't know whether it was Penny. Somebody mentioned it on one of my lives, and then I went there, and her husband had made that video.
Right. But they're a hoot. She's a hoot.
She seems like she would be, bless her heart. Can you imagine the pain? And like the backs of your legs, like especially where I call them knee pits.
Oh, I think one leg is really bad.
Yes.
I'm surprised she's home already. I think every time they got to change the bandage, it must be torture. But
yeah, and it would be real easy for that to get
I
infected.
don't know why she didn't. She had a job and she left her job. I don't know why she didn't get insurance through healthcare.gov. You know.
I don't know, but
I don't know.
I hope they're doing. Somebody made it because they've got lots of subscribers in the hundreds of thousands. I
Well,
think.
they did get. He raised some money. I saw.
Well, one of the commenters said if everybody would just give $1 or 2 or 3, they'd have.
Right. Well, I'm sure it's going to be up there for a while.
Yeah, I shouted it out a couple of times, and I have it on my community page.
Well, she did a video. It was an amazing video for somebody who didn't feel good. I guess she was bored, so she
right. She seemed in great spirits.
She said it was terribly painful. She didn't want to have the surgery, and then they said you have to have the surgery. You're having surgery.
Yeah.
I can't remember what's her name. He said her name. I can't remember what it is.
Either. I bet somebody in the chat might know.
Yeah, I don't know. But I watch a few different people that do like buy things from like the Goodwill and resell it like on eBay, and then I watch a couple of dumpster divers because they do sell stuff. It's just interesting to me, even though I don't have a desire to do a.
My ex used to do that. Oh my gosh! And
I know somebody.
So much stuff, and that was before. Thank goodness I was so into yarn and stuff, so I didn't have a whole lot. Well, I was into cross stitch for a while. I was into scrapbooking for a while, but I didn't have tons of stuff like I've a huge mess here now.
Yeah.
But
I didn't do any crafts all these years.
But oh my gosh, would jump in a dumpster and get all kinds.
I'm not that fit.
Things were really nice. He got in the one at Aldi and got a brand new. It was back in the day of DVD players. It was like not long after they'd come out, and I mean, it had the remote, the batteries, everything. I just
somebody you knew.
Who
was that? Your ex? Oh, okay.
Husband did. Yeah, he used to do. One time he jumped in and there was a toothless man in there digging.
Oh, well,
so you never know.
I know a lot of people that
in a dumpster.
Well, I mean, a lot of people just drive the neighborhood to see like what people are putting out on like the bulk day.
Yeah, and I think a lot of them do like ritzy neighborhoods maybe, or like stores like Hobby Lobby or.
Well, they go back after the yard sale. Like after the yard sale, a lot of times they just throw out what's left.
Yeah.
But I did pick up something once off the curb, but it's not like a regular basis. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
And I like to go to those stores, but I usually don't buy much. We were getting toys. We were going to Goodwill, and my husband was buying like big trucks for like, $2-3 like that. If it was brand new, it'd be
$20. Consignments. Well, it's still there, a consignment store, and she's passed away now, but there was a lady who bought all this stuff from QVC, and she wouldn't even open some of it and take it to the store. And I mean, it was nice stuff. I got some of that. It was like this, I can't think of the name of the cookware, but it's like pottery type bakeware glaze thing, and nice stuff. Temptations is the name of that stuff.
Oh, doesn't ring a bell.
But like brand new in the box.
Okay, Sharon, thanks so much for coming in.
I'm gonna have to go because
She said we kids should have fun. We're kids.
We're kids. That would be great.
Wouldn't it be nice to be young
Nancy,
again?
I'm gonna go down in the chat. I don't know if you're gonna be on much longer, but I gotta go potty.
Okay, I'll let you go.
Okay, I'll see you.
Coming up and keeping me company. All
Bye.
right. See you again soon. Thank you. It was
You're
good
welcome,
chat.
darling. I can figure out how to leave.
Okay. There you go. Anybody else want to come up? Anyone want to show what you're making? Sometimes I go into someone's live and there's like 4 people up there, 5 people. I'm not sure how many people I can have. I got the free version, you know. So, well, I do have a little Facebook group, like a lot of other people. And if you're interested, I mean, or if you have an Instagram, I have an Instagram. We could follow each other. So I think some of the people said they already were following me, but I started a little Facebook group where people could show pictures of what they're making, you know, and I post in there too. Let's see. Whoop, comments. Oh, you do the free one too? Okay, so it works, so she can't do it. I'm getting a tickle all of a sudden. So I don't know if anybody's in the Texas area, but my sister is in, okay, Debbie, is in Texas, and thank God finally it warmed up there, and they had their heat off a lot of the day. So like it was like 55. Okay, so God Rocks is going to check to see if she's following me on Instagram. So it's Nancy, it's the same name, Nancy's Hooked on Crochet. Except for my Etsy is Nancy Hooked on Crochet because I had 2 letters too many. So I had to make it shorter, you know? So that's what happened there. And, oh, you don't do Instagram or Facebook? Okay, well, to each his own. You don't have to. I've been on Facebook for years. I just have my regular Facebook. And Instagram, I have like a regular Instagram, and then I have a Nancy's Hooked on Crochet Instagram. I don't do Twitter. I don't, I have a Twitter, but I don't do it. I don't use it. I don't log into it. I used to have MySpace years ago. That wasn't that exciting, you know. That's all. So what else do we want to talk about? So like I said, I'm gonna look for something else to do. So Leanne has to go. Okay, thanks so much for coming in. Hi Priscilla, how you doing? Okay, I was watching your video today. Congratulations on being on for a whole year. Priscilla just celebrated 1 year on YouTube from Distinctive Crochet. Check her out. You know, I'm on way longer than a year. It took me a long time to get to the 1,000. Now it's gonna be a while till I get my hours in. Oh, so you're in West Texas. So I think you might be near my sister. I'm not sure. My sister's in Grand Prairie, Texas. So thank God they kept shutting the electric, so the house was like at 55. Got pretty chilly. But I think other people were even colder. Some people had pipes break once it warmed up. They didn't know the pipe was broken because it froze. I don't know. Over the years, my sister has had snow in Texas. But this was crazy because it just stayed cold for so long. Plus, they just got over COVID. They were pretty sick. So that's stunk. So my sister paints and she made me jewelry once. She sent me a bunch of earrings and stuff. But I need to start making some more stitch markers. So anyway, getting a tickle. So that's all. So today was my day off of babysitting. But soon I'm going to be busy with another baby in the summer. Got a couple of more months to go. Yeah. I finally figured out how to listen to videos in my car if I want to listen, if I want to go out. You used to live in Grand Prairie? I'm not sure where Abilene is. My sister's been living in Texas for like probably 35 years. She moved to Texas before I got married. So I'm married going on 39 years. So she's living there like 39 years, 40 years. He had a job that transferred to Texas from Brooklyn, and they like it. I mean, they got used to it. It became home to them. Her daughter lives like an hour from her. And it's crazy down there. Hope that doesn't happen again. I mean, we had like flooding several months ago where all our streets were flooded. We couldn't take the car out unless you had like a high car, like a 4x4. We had like a crazy amount of rain in a short time. And my neighbor, who's the original owner here, like the houses are like 35 years old. She said that they never had that before. So let's see. Hi, somebody new came in the chat. Do you crochet? So what else is doing? Anyway, I don't know. I'm running out of what to talk about. I did go to Michael's today and I was going to make a video, but they had music. They had music playing so loud, that, I would have had to do a voiceover. Oh, so you're 3 to 4 hours from Grand Prairie. Okay. So you're west, you said. Yeah, my dad was from the Midwest, from Nebraska, but settled in New York. Abilene is west. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm very South Florida. Like I'm almost in Miami. I'm almost near what's her name? That does lives. That's really good. That has the fancy yarn. Trying to remember her name now. I made some of her necklaces. Crystal Amdahl. I did one of her tutorials. I'll show you the necklace. Did you ever make jewelry? Whoop. I did this a while ago. I made a couple of them. It's crocheted beads. Okay. And it's light because I don't like anything heavy on my neck. My neck gets aggravated. But she's in Miami. And so I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how many miles, but it's not that far. Yeah, I haven't been to Texas in a while. Not since my niece's wedding, and she's married a long time now. So I'm really overdue to visit her, but not now. I don't know when, because now I'm getting another baby and it's going to be busy, busy, busy. Thank you. I made a couple of pair of earrings. I gifted one pair. I don't have them here in front of me. So I think I made Dana's. Dana has a tutorial on earrings, and I made one of her pair of earrings. Oh, you have family in Florida? I never went to Disney still, but I went to the Holy Land Experience. I drove to Orlando once. I had friends that were in Orlando, and I had just moved here, and I hadn't seen them in a while. They were from North Carolina. So I drove up. It was like a 3.5-hour trip. I spent a couple of days. They had hotel rooms. Like it was a church thing, So we all went to the Holy Land Experience stuff. Somebody finally said recently they thought I lived near there, and they didn't realize I drove over 3 hours. That's all. So who's left? Anybody home? Anyway. Okay, well, I'm pushing the hour and a half. It's almost an hour and a half. So I appreciate everybody coming, and definitely check out my group if you haven't already. And I'm going to try to do some regular videos soon. you know, like I said, I got to find something else to do. I mean, I'm enjoying the washcloths just because sometimes it's nice to have instant gratification, you know. Debbie, you're still here? Thank you. What time is it? It's 8:18 and you're here in South Florida. Oh, you dropped a stitch and are you knitting? Oh man, I could see how, at least crochet, it's a little easier to fix things if you mess up. Knitting, it seems like it's unforgiving. But I'm trying to get better at it. Eventually, I'll make something else, you know. At least I got the knit stitch down. I'm learning. I bought plenty of knitting needles, so I got to keep trying since I spent all that money on knitting needles. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. Unless one of you lovely crochet friends want to hang out with me on the screen. Okay. Well, it doesn't sound like I have any takers. Oh, Zygo says she knits a little. Yeah, I knit a little. You know. Cynthia saying hello. Zygo. She hit the wrong keys. Okay, Priscilla. Oh, I thought you left. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you. Oh, Sherry says we have a home in Tootsville, Florida, near Cape Canaveral. We are an hour east of Orlando, and an Airbnb when we are over the road truck driving. Sounds nice. Yeah, God bless you. You could do all that truck driving. You know, I mean, I did my share of driving. I had to drive. When we moved here, I had to drive my car from New York to Florida, but we did it in 3 days. Hey, Viviana. Yeah, you're late. I was going to leave because nobody wanted to come up and hang out with me. Oh, Carla, thank you. She said she enjoyed listening. I have a 5-year-old running around in here. Oh, I see. Yeah, I take care of my grandson. He's almost 4, like several days a week. So I can't crochet when he's here, and I can't go on lives when he's here or do videos when he's here, you know. And soon I'm going to have another baby to help take care of, like in the summer. So, oh, so Sherry says she has 2 left hands. She can't. Last year I tried knitting, or the year before, I found knitting needles at the Salvation Army, and all I did was cast on. I couldn't get the thing in there. But then now I did make something. I made Priscilla's headband. Here, actually, in this little bag, I think. I'm not sure if it's in this bag. Now, here's the knitted. I made a cowl. It was actually going to be a scarf. I'm trying to fix it. I can't remember which way it goes. Oh, it goes this way. See? So I knitted something, you know. So I was able to do the knit stitch, but I accidentally started adding stitches. So, oh, he's your grandson. He calls himself Sonic, so you know what that means. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I take care of my grandson too. So now I'm going to have 2 grandsons. Double trouble. Oh, you do the easy loom knitting. Oh, here's the knitted headband. Maybe I didn't pick the right color. I should have picked. There's my headband. And it's knitted. I made like 1 mistake and I added like an extra stitch, but came out pretty good considering. I have several loom sets also that I bought all my loom sets for like steel. There's a certain Walmart near me. I always like to look in their clearance section. And you wait long enough, that stuff doesn't, and they lower the price. Thanks. So sometimes I send things to my daughter-in-law, my new daughter-in-law, and New York likes my, and then I crocheted one, and I used like a different, it's like Americana. See? Did this not too long ago. I'll have to save this for 4th of July or Memorial Day. And it has like, it looks like it's knitted, see? It was some kind of in the back loop, like the second loop. It was weird. Oh, so you love knitting, it just takes so long for you. Okay. I have, like I said, I bought 2 different loom sets, and one you got to use chunky yarn and the other one you could use thinner, but then the things are so close together, I had trouble, wrapping it around, and I don't know. I found brand new sets. I think it's not there anymore. I found brand new sets, and I'm not going to have that much time for that. But I got plenty of gadgets now. I did make a few hats on the loom. They didn't come out separate. You know what it is? I'm not that great at sewing the top. I like hats that start at the top down, and I find it harder to make the top ones that you got to sew at the top, make them look nice. I need a lot of practice. Okay, so Carl is saying, I just started ear warmer, my car project, but I've been doing double crochet instead of singles or half doubles. Yeah, well, it's going to grow a lot faster if you do doubles. I started more washcloths. Oh, did you see my kitty? I did this yesterday. I showed it already, but I'm not sure who's here and who wasn't here. I mean, I used regular yarn for the eyes, and I did put a little nose, but you could barely see it. It's not the best color for a cat. I just didn't have the right color. Well, that sounds good. It's good to bring thank you, Viviana. It's good to bring a little project if you're going somewhere. I used to bring like enough yarn to make a washcloth if I was going out for a doctor's appointment. I didn't want to bring it. Maybe I did bring a shawl once with me. Sometimes you wait forever, but lately, yeah, thanks. You like my kitty? I do have a cat. So it's supposed to be a coaster. So I put my coffee cup on it. Doesn't look like my cat. My cat is black and white. Oh, so you made several hats during the cold weather. Yeah, I made a lot of hats. It's not cold here, but I made several hats like in the fall before the winter, and then I mailed them to my son and my son's new wife, and then my other son, because they could use some hats. They do go out, and they don't have cars. They either Uber or they use the bus or the subway in New York, and it can get pretty cold there. And my son and his wife, they love all my crochet, so I sent her the beret that I made, the orange one. You saw it like in a different video. Anyway, my mouth's getting all dry, but I can't think of anything else. I just, been messing around with the knitting. And yeah, I did a lot of divine hats and divine cowls. And I sold a few sets to somebody I know like at the beginning of the winter. Oh, you're still here, Kim? Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know how you do this for hours. Yeah, that's all. And like I said, it doesn't get cold here. So, I mean, I don't miss the winter, but we wish there was like a little bit more of a change of weather. Yeah, I like, it's nice that they really appreciate my work. When I went up to visit them I had gone up, not last year, but for my son's 30th birthday, I brought a shawl for my daughter-in-law, one for her mother and one for her grandmother. I hope the grandma and the mother liked them. And plus cowls and hats and scarves and stuff like that. And I did bring some yarn to like crochet on the plane and stuff like that. So Daigo says she has to start dinner. And you may go live on Wednesday. Yes, stay safe. Yeah, well, that's what the washcloths are, instant gratification, Cynthia. You know, once in a while, I like that. Then I'll go back to making something that takes a week. You know, I might do a shawl. I have a bunch of yarn from Hobby Lobby that's like kind of thin, and I still have some shawl in a bowl. You know, whatever. I'll surprise you next time. And I have a bunch of anniversary cakes that I can make small blankets. Somebody said you could get a whole blanket out of an anniversary cake. You know, like a lap blanket. You know, and maybe we'll see. Anyway, so many choices. Can't make a decision lately. You know, and oh, somebody said they were watching my live and something happened and she, I guess, couldn't watch. Anyway. Oh, Cynthia says it just gets cold here for a little bit in East Tennessee, but I still make all the scarves and hats. Yeah, well, you know, we maybe had one weekend that it was like in the 50s. Oh, you stumped on what to do next. You know, I was on a shawl kick for a while. I made so many shawls, but how many shawls can I mean, I sell some of them on my Etsy. And you know, then I was on a hat and cowl kick for a while. I'll figure something out. I still have a pattern that I bought for the you know, the mosaic crochet. That Tina, I don't know if you, I can't pronounce her last name. I did the big giant blanket, but I don't really want to make another big giant blanket, so I don't know. It just weighs a ton. I would have to use a thinner yarn. That would take even longer. You know, you know how it is with the thin yarn. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go. It's getting late. I think I gotta lay down. I did a little cooking earlier. My husband wanted chicken and broccoli, and he gave me a recipe. He just gave me the ingredients. Oh, a wearable? Yeah, I've done a sweater. I did buy some yarn, thinner yarn. I have some. Well, I don't have those. I'm trying to use the yarn I have. I have some yarn from Hobby Lobby, like cotton. That's like number 3 yarn. I got some nice yarns. I like Hey Carrie, and she has a lot of really nice wearables, you know, and that I could wear. I might do a beach cover up eventually because this is Florida. Yeah, I did a lot of blankets recently because the grandbaby's coming. I want to do booties. I want to make him booties. When I made the booties last time for my other grandson, they turned out they were too small. They was not, you know, I was really not good at crochet at all then. I was so new to it. You know? Like it was, I learned before, but I had to relearn, and I never was that great at it. You know, when I was 19. That's all. Yeah, I'm getting tired. This chair, after a while, it gets uncomfortable. You know. All right. Well, thanks for the ideas. I do appreciate it. You know, I I wouldn't mind even redoing the sweater I made before, but I did it in like a print, like a variegated yarn. I wouldn't mind doing it in a solid. I think it would look a whole lot nicer. You know. Good night. Good night. Good night. Thanks for coming in, and I'll be looking for you on the YouTube streets, as everybody says. You know. Okay. I'm gonna hang up now. Stay safe. Stay warm. And keep crocheting and knitting. Bye.